What's going on, WWE Universe? Welcome back to the channel, and buckle up because Raw on August 4th, 2025 was absolutely explosive. From championship chaos to shocking ambushes, this was one of the most unpredictable nights of the year. Let's break it all down match by match, moment by moment. Let's go. Seth Rollins and LA Knight clash. The night kicked off with the visionary Seth Rollins soaking in the glory of his World Heavyweight Championship victory. But before he could say too much, LA Knight's music hit, and the crowd went wild. Knight wasn't here to play games. He demanded a title shot, and Rollins, always want to stir things up, accepted. The match was intense. Knight delivered a burning hammer and came this close to winning. The fans even broke into a loud, "This is awesome" chant. But just when things reached a fever pitch, CM Punk showed up out of nowhere. He attacked Rollins, causing a disqualification. A shocking end, but it wasn't over yet. Massive brawl erupts. After the DQ, it got even crazier. Rollins teamed up with Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, and the three unleashed absolute destruction on CM Punk, LA Knight, and even Roman Reigns, who came down to join the chaos. It was total anarchy. Tables broken. Announce desk shattered. The crowd was roaring. This is the kind of faction warfare that could shape WWE for months to come. Sheamus versus Rusev, brawl with no end. Next up, Sheamus and Rusev reignited their long-standing rivalry. These two didn't waste time with wrestling holds. It was fists, boots, and brutal slams. Sheamus hit a white noise from the top rope, and Rusev threw him into the steel steps. Outside the ring, Rusev mocked Sheamus by doing his own version of the 10 beats of the Bodhrán, but Sheamus wasn't backing down. He hit the real deal, pounding Rusev with authority. The match ended in a double countout, but even after the bell, the two kept fighting as WWE officials tried to pull them apart. This war is far from over. Penta versus Grayson Waller, the New Day drama. Grayson Waller had one mission: to prove himself worthy of joining the New Day. Watching from ringside, Kofi and Wood saw Waller give it his all against Penta. But Penta was on a different level. He ended the match with a devastating Mexican destroyer, stunning everyone in the arena. After the win, Penta did something shocking. He attacked the New Day and stole Xavier Woods' morning hat. What's Penta's angle here? Is he targeting the trio now? Women's tag title rematch. Flair and Bliss retain. The women's division brought the heat next. In a surprise rematch, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defended their titles against Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Rodriguez dominated early, tossing Bliss into the barricade. But Flair came flying back with a perfect moonsault, and Bliss sealed the deal with a Sister Abigail on Perez. A hard-fought win for the champs. But the Judgment Day clearly isn't done chasing gold. Dominik Mysterio sneaks a win. In a non-title bout, Intercontinental Champion Dominik Mysterio faced off against Dragon Lee. The match was fast and technical, with Lee almost picking up the win. But then came the interference. Three masked men known as El Grande Americanos distracted Lee, and Dom got the cheap roll-up victory by grabbing the tights. After the match, AJ Styles rushed in to stop Dom from using his boot as a weapon. This feud is heating up, and Styles might be next in line for a title shot. Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella. Things get personal. To end the night, we got a face-off between Becky Lynch and a returning Nikki Bella. Nikki stepped up to confront Becky, the current Women's Intercontinental Champion, but instead of words, Becky threw a sucker punch and left Nikki stunned in the ring. A feud between these two legends? Yes, please. Final thoughts and what's next? What a night. Raw delivered action, drama, and unexpected twists at every turn. From CM Punk's shocking return to Rollins' brutal new alliance, to Penta's wild behavior and title feuds heating up, WWE is clearly going full throttle. Let me know in the comments. Backhand index pointing right, who should challenge Rollins next? Backhand index pointing right, is Penta joining a new faction? Backhand index pointing right, and are you Team Becky or Team Nikki? Smash that like button if you enjoyed the recap. Subscribe for more WWE breakdowns, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Let's talk about the moment that shook Raw to its core. CM Punk is back, and he's coming straight for Seth Rollins. Now, this isn't just a one-off attack. The tension between Punk and Rollins has been simmering for months. Ever since Punk returned to WWE last year, fans have been waiting for this rivalry to explode. And now that Seth is the World Heavyweight Champion, Punk has every reason to target him. Was the attack planned? Was it personal? Or is Punk positioning himself for one last run at the top? Either way, the seeds have been planted for a major showdown, maybe even at Payback or Survivor Series. And don't forget, Roman Reigns got dragged into this too. What's his role in this war? The alliance between Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed caught everyone off guard. But now that it's happened, the potential is terrifying. Breakker brings the intensity. Reed brings the power. Rollins brings the brains and the gold. Together, they're a dangerous unit, and they made it clear they're not here to play fair. This could be the next great faction in WWE. Some are already comparing them to Evolution or The Shield. Too soon? Maybe. But if they keep up this level of domination, no one is safe. Could this trio be WWE's answer to the Bloodline's collapse? We'll have to wait and see. The women's division is on fire right now. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss look like a cohesive, unstoppable tag team. Flair's athleticism mixed with Bliss's dark, unpredictable style is working perfectly. Meanwhile, Becky Lynch is holding the women's Intercontinental title, but her recent attack on Nikki Bella shows she's not interested in being the good guy anymore. Nikki's return could spark a major feud. Will this be a one-off, or are we about to see Bella versus Lynch in a high-stakes match? And don't count out Roxanne Perez or Raquel Rodriguez. Their loss tonight was hard, but they made a statement. The women's tag division finally feels deep again, and that's great news for fans. Let's circle back to Sheamus versus Rusev. Their double countout proves one thing. This feud isn't over. These two warriors aren't just fighting for wins, they're fighting for pride. Both men are former world champions, and both want to prove they still belong in the top tier. Could we be heading toward a last man standing match? Or maybe a steel cage showdown? One thing's for sure, Sheamus and Rusev are putting on some of the hardest hitting matches on the roster, and the fans are loving every second of it. Penta's victory over Waller was impressive, but it's what he did after the match that has everyone talking. Attacking the New Day, stealing Xavier Woods' mourning hat. This is a new, darker side of Penta. We've seen flashes of it before in other promotions, but never this clearly on WWE Raw. Is Penta turning heel? Is he forming his own faction? Or is this just a warning shot to the entire roster? Either way, he's no longer just a mid-carder. He's coming for the top, and the New Day may be the first of many to fall. Dominik Mysterio has mastered the art of the dirty win, and tonight was no different. With help from the mysterious El Grande Americanos, he stole a victory from Dragon Lee. But AJ Styles saw through it, and he made sure Dom couldn't celebrate. This is the feud fans didn't know they needed. The veteran versus the brat. Styles clean, technical style against Dom's sneaky, slimy tactics. Expect this to explode soon. Maybe even with the Intercontinental title on the line. So, where are we headed? Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at Payback or Crown Jewel seems almost guaranteed. LA Knight may still get another title shot. Maybe in a triple threat match? Penta versus. The New Day could lead to Woods versus Penta or a six-man tag. Dominik versus AJ Styles feels like it's just getting started. And let's not forget, Roman Reigns hasn't said a word since the ambush. Could we see the tribal chief return to reclaim his throne? The next few weeks are going to be wild. That's it for this week's Raw Breakdown. This episode had everything: shock returns, faction wars, title drama, and rising stars making statements. WWE is officially in chaos mode, and we're loving it. What was your favorite moment? Drop it in the comments. Who should face Rollins next? Should Penta get a title push? Let me know. Smash that like button, subscribe for weekly WWE breakdowns, and tap that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, stay hyped, stay loud, and I'll catch you in the next video.